Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear 10th class. How are you? Dear students, today we will discuss about the formation of quadratic equation of exercise 2.5 from Punjab textbook board Bahawalpur. Dear students, formation of quadratic equation means this is the inverse or reverse of the quadratic equation, solution of quadratic equation. In this question, statement is that write the quadratic equation having roots r. There are some roots are given, and with the help of these roots we will find the quadratic equation. How it is so surprising. For example, this is part number question 1, part G. 1 plus iota and 1 minus iota. These are the roots of the quadratic equation, and with the help of this we will form the equation. Whose roots are these? First of all, we will find their sum. Means we will add these two roots and get sum is equals to 2, and then we will product, means we will multiply these two roots. 1 plus iota into 1 minus iota used by using the formula 1 square minus iota square, and you know that the value of iota square is -1, so put it in minus plus 1 plus 1 2, so product of roots are also equals to 2 and sum is also 2. So equation, this is the general and the standard formula to form the equation that x square minus sx plus p, s for sum of roots and p for product of roots. So we will put the values of s, which is 2, value of p, which is also 2. So the equation x square minus 2x plus 2 is equals to 0. It means that the equation, this is the quadratic equation. If we will solve it by using any method, formula, completing square or factorization, then we will get these two roots. Okay. Now we will move to part number F, -1 and -7. This is very simple part. S is equals to sum of these two roots, minus plus, and -7 minus 1 equals to -8, and their product minus plus 7 ones are 7. So write these roots to the equation x square minus sx plus p, and dear student, this is my negative value and this is also negative, minus plus, so it will become x square plus 8x plus 7 equals to 0. This is the equation of quadratic whose roots are -1 and -7. You can check these roots with the help of any method. Part H, 3 plus square root 2 and 3 minus square root 2. First of all, my dear student, we will find their sum. Means 3 plus square root 2 plus 3 minus square root 2. When we will remove the bracket, minus 2 square root plus 2 square root will be cancelled with each other. So 3 plus 3 equals to 6. And now we find the product. 3 plus square root 2 into 3 minus square root 2. A plus b into a minus b. By using formula, we will get a square minus b square. Square will be cancelled by square root, and 3 square means 9, and minus 2, 9 minus 2 equals to 7. Sum is 6, product is 7. So form the equation x square minus 6x, x square minus 6x minus sx plus p equals to 0. So it will become x square minus 6x because sum is 6. 6x plus 7 is equals to 0. Now question number 2 is little bit different. If alpha and beta are the roots of equation x square minus 3x plus 6 equals to 0, form the equation whose roots are. Dear students, in this question we have 3 parts in our syllabus. So first of all, we will generally find the sum of roots and cube of and product of roots, and after that we will use the parts, and then we will solve step by step. First of all, from here we will get values of a, which is equals to 1, value of b equals to -3, value of c is equals to 6. You know that if in this question alpha and beta are given, so we will write alpha plus beta, which is equals to -b by a equals to, so put the value of -b is minus plus, so 3 by 1, it means alpha plus beta equals to 3. And the product of these roots alpha beta is equals to c by a, means 6 by 1. So alpha plus beta equals to 3, alpha beta equals to 6. So again, now we will write the part number b, which is alpha square and beta square. First of all, we will find the sum of these given roots, means alpha square plus beta square. And dear students, now we will move to the sum rough column. You know that alpha plus beta whole square equals to alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta, like the formula of a plus b whole square. From this, if we will subtract 2 alpha beta from both sides, then we will get alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta is equals to alpha square plus beta square. So we will put this value alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta in place of alpha square plus beta square here. So we will put this, and now we have generally the values of alpha plus beta is 3 and alpha beta is 6. So we will put the values of alpha plus beta is 3, alpha beta is 6. So 3 square equals to 9, 2 6 are 12, 9 minus 12 equals to minus 3. Now we will find the product of these two given roots. Given roots are alpha square, beta square. So we will find the product alpha square, beta square. We can write the square on the whole. So alpha beta is equals to 6 from this. So we will put the value of alpha beta, which is equals to 6. 6 square equals to 36. Now we have the sum and the product of the roots. So we can easily form the equation. Equation is x square minus sx plus p equals to 0, and s is minus 3 and minus s minus plus 3x plus 36. This is the equation. Part number D, alpha by beta and beta by alpha, these are the given roots. First of all, we will find the sum of these roots, alpha plus beta by alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. By taking the LCM, we will get alpha beta. Here beta will be cancelled and alpha into alpha square, and here alpha will be cancelled, so beta into beta is equals to beta square. So again alpha square plus beta square, like this part, we will put the value of alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Write alpha beta as it is. And now dear students, we will put the values of alpha plus beta whole square, which is 3 minus 2 alpha beta is 6. 3 to the 6, like this we will find minus 3 by 6 by dividing both values of fraction numerator and denominator by 3. We will get s is equals to minus 1 by 2, means sum of these given roots is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now we will find the product of these given roots. Given roots are alpha by beta and beta by alpha. So alpha by beta and beta by alpha will be cancelled with each other. These are the reciprocal of each other. So product of roots are equals to 1. So my dear student, now we will form the equation x square minus sx plus p equals to 0. Value of x square as it is plus sum is minus 1 by 2 minus plus 1 by 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Dear students, according to the rule that there is no need to write the denominator. So to remove the denominator, we will multiply the equation, all the terms by 2, and we will get 2x square plus x plus 2 equals to 0. This is the answer of this equation. Now move to part number E. Alpha plus beta, and the second root is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. First of all, we will find their sum. Alpha plus beta plus 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. From this side, we will take the LCM and we will get a beta plus alpha. You know that alpha plus beta or beta plus alpha both are the same. So we will put the values of their sum and their product. Alpha plus beta is equals to, you know that 3, and alpha beta equals to 6. So by putting these values, 3 plus 3 by 6, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, it will equals to 1 by 2. By taking the LCM, we will get sum of their roots is 7 by 2. Now we will find the product of their roots. We will multiply these two roots with each other, and here we will take LCM again and put the values. Alpha plus beta is 3, beta plus alpha is 3, divided by alpha beta is 6. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So product of their roots are equals to 3 by 2. Now we will put the equation. Equation is x square minus sx plus p equals to 0. So when we will put the values of s, which is 7 by 2, p, which is 3 by 2. Both denominators are equal, so we will multiply the equation by 2 and we will get 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equals to 0. Now we will move to question number 3. If alpha, beta are the roots of x square plus px plus q equals to 0, then form equation whose roots are. Part B, alpha by beta and beta by alpha. This is very easy, but the equation is different. From here we will get value of A 1, value of B P, value of Q C, and then we will put alpha plus beta equals to minus B by A, means minus P by 1, which is equals to minus P. Alpha beta equals to C by A, means Q by 1, and you know that which is equals to Q. So now we will find the sum of these given roots. So alpha plus beta by alpha, and again we will write here is square is missing, so first of all I would like to put the square. This is the square value, and now after that we will find, you know that according to this method, you know that alpha square plus beta square equals to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So we will put the values of alpha plus beta, which is minus p, and alpha beta is q in this equation, in this fraction, and we will get sum equals to p square minus 2q by q, and product alpha by beta into beta by alpha, these are the reciprocal to each other, so they will be cancelled and the product is 1. Now we will put the equation x square minus sx plus p equals to 0, x square minus s, the value of s is equals to p square minus 2q by q, we will put here, and value of p is 1. So we will divide the equation by q, all the terms on both sides, so we will get qx square minus p square minus 2qx plus q is equals to 0. This is the answer. My dear student, this is the end of exercise 2.5. I hope so that you have the clear concepts. If you have any problem, please don't hesitate to ask the question. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.